So I've had my hair cut, as you can see, and I've had my beard cut as well. And you're probably like most people and you'll tell me that you prefer my beard like this. It's too short for me. It's just a little too short. But while I'm talking about that today, while I'm talking about my beard, I want to get into one other thing about my appearance that people ask me a bunch about. My tattoo. People want to know if it's a number 10, if it's a dishwasher. People just don't understand completely what it's all about. Let me tell you a little bit of story about me and tattoos. I've wanted a tattoo for a long time, and I have an idea for a tattoo, the tattoo that I was always going to have, which looks like this. That is from a comic book and movie that I love called Scott Pilgrim, and it's a part where Scott is trying to explain to somebody about his love interest Ramona, the person that he is fascinated with, and he's trying to describe her, and he describes her like that. And in the comic book he says that she's the girl with hair like this, and then in the movie he holds up a piece of paper and it's got that drawing on it. But I never got that tattoo because I never felt that there was like a reason to get the tattoo. Like I had to have some kind of reason for doing it. Fast forward to August of this year, maybe about June actually, that I decided it. We were doing an event called RelayCon in San Francisco, which was a live show, a meetup event that we did as part of WWDC Week, which is Apple's big conference. And we did this big show, and for that we had some badges made for people that were going to be in attendance, that would be on hand to help if anybody needed anything. And we had these badges made. Hang on. I actually have my badge. This is my version of the badges that we have made up. So I wore that around my neck. And you might notice this. So this was just a piece of artwork that we have. It was maybe going to make some merchandise with it, but we never went through with that. And instead we used them for these badges. And what that is it is the basic representation of Relay FM artwork. So it's the big circular part, so like there's some part in the middle, some piece of artwork, the name of the show, and then the subtitle, and then you'll see here, this is where kind of we have our Relay FM branding. So all of our shows follow that method in some way. It's part of like a framework that our designer created. Now we Relay FM turned 2 years old in August. And when I saw this artwork, combined with the fact that I was going to be in Memphis, Tennessee with Steven, my co-founder, for a week in August, and we were going to celebrate the company anniversary and work on some stuff together, I kind of fell in love with the basic kind of look of that artwork, and I decided that it was going to be my first tattoo and I was going to have it done during our anniversary week, and I did. I'm really proud of what we built with Relay FM, right? Like, it's kind of, I consider it to be the culmination of my life's work over the last, 6-7 years of my life has been devoted to podcasting, and Relay FM has been the thing that's been the big success. So it felt like something that was important enough to me to put on my body. But what I didn't want to do was to put the Relay logo, this thing, I didn't want to put that on my body, like just for a couple of different reasons. If we ever change our company logo, then I will feel a bit silly. Or if we ever move on to something else, maybe we rebrand in like 10 years time, or maybe we just decide to move on to other projects when we've done everything we can with Relay FM in 50 years time. I don't know if I would want the Relay FM logo to be just like emblazoned on me somewhere. So what I decided to go for was a piece of artwork that looks like all of the Relay FM shows, but also to me kind of just says podcast. These little square artwork icon things with pictures and text. And because that's kind of the thing that was important to me, that I wanted to get tattooed on my body, just to kind of remember podcasts and how important they are to me at all times. And I get to see it every single day, and I love it. I love the way my tattoo came out. The actual process of getting a tattoo was kind of interesting. Like, it did hurt. Like, I know people say that they feel they don't hurt, which I don't know how I feel about that. It did hurt, but it only hurt initially. It maybe took like, I don't know, say it was like 20 minutes or something, I don't remember. But after the first couple of minutes, I kind of got used to the feeling, where it was still something I could feel, but the pain was kind of gone. It was a different feeling. And I think it was just because it was just the same kind of feeling of these needles like scratching across my arm. The pain and the shock wore off a little bit, and it just kind of became a feeling that I got used to. Now that Scott Pilgrim tattoo, it's gonna go on maybe here. I'm gonna get it at some point. I want to get it this year, I think, because this was just a comic book series that meant a lot to me, and I recommend reading the comic book. There's like 6 books, you should read them, they're amazing, and then watch the movie if you've not. I couldn't recommend it enough. I think you'd like it. So that will be my next tattoo, but that is the explanation of this thing right here. And by the way, we sell stickers of this. Like, you can buy a Relay FM sticker from our store. I'll put a link in the thing below, and it looks like this one. So that's the sticker on my iPad. So you can get one if you want to. And funnily enough, this is about the same size, pretty much, as one of those stickers. So you can get one if you want, and you can stick it wherever you like, but don't get it tattooed on you. That's just for me.